Here we are. Villianous Wednesday, perfectly wretched playthrough for Mother Gothel. Now, if you all watched the walkthrough, you know this is not that fun of a board to play. At least not for me. I have horrible luck with this. This might be my first loss. So before we get started, I need 10 trust. Rapunzel makes me lose trust when at Corona. Lots of cards from both sides. We got our fate dice. 1 and 6 mean I get fated unless I can win on the beginning of the next turn. Then 3 is included. There it is. Got all my power. Got my figurine. Got my counter. Ready to go. Start with 4 cards. And here we go. Okay. Going to move over here for turn 1. Going to collect 1 power. I'm going to discard 3 cards from my hand. And fate for number 1 to get taken off the die. I feel like being protective. Oh, wait, no. So 1 comes off the die. I end my turn. So we're going to go into turn 2. Roll the die. One, 2. So Pascal is going to get moved here. So Rapunzel, if moved to Pascal's location, she goes to the next spot. So before I start my turn, this will be when I move Rapunzel over. I'm going to draw my 3 cards. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to collect 3. I'm going to spend 1 to play I Love You Most. If Mother Gothel and Rapunzel are at the same location, gain 1 trust. If we are both at the tower, gain an additional trust. But we're not. I'm going to discard 2 cards from my hand and end my turn. So we're going to go into turn 3. Roll the die first. 5, no fate. I'm going to move Rapunzel over and draw 3 cards. So first I have to move Pascal down. Realize he's not covering anything. I'm going to move over here. I'm going to spend 2 to play a Royal Rider. I'm then going to use Vanquish to get rid of Pascal. I'm going to fate and drop the number 1. And that's going to end the turn. So we go to turn 4. 2, no fate. Rapunzel moves over. I draw 1 card. Going to move over here. I'm going to collect 3. Going to spend 1 to play What Once Was Mine, letting me get a card from my discard pile, putting it in my hand. I'm going to put now on the bad guy, which I'm going to play. Just going to move Rapunzel back to the tower, and I lose a trust. I'm going to discard a card from my hand and end my turn. Turn 5. Roll 1. I'm playing the way that an opponent should. I'm going to play Floating Lights, moving Rapunzel straight to Corona. I'm going to draw my 2 cards and begin my next turn. I'm going to move over here. I'm going to collect 2. I'm going to pay 1 to play what once was mine, putting a card from my discard into my hand, which is going to be a now I'm the bad guy. I'm going to play that. Moving Rapunzel over, losing a trust. I don't have a trust to lose. And end my turn. Draw a card. Oh, sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm going to put that back. Do that, then roll. 1 and 6 can fade me. 3, no fade. Draw a card. And move Rapunzel over. I'm going to move over to Corona. I'm going to collect 1. I'm going to spend 1. I'm going to play the brush. I'm going to discard 2 cards from my hand and end my turn. See what I mean, guys? I'm at turn 7. 0 trust. Roll a die. 1 or 6. 3. No fate. So move Rapunzel over. Collect 3 cards. I'm going to move here. I'm going to collect 2. I'm going to move the brush over, giving me a lore. Oh, sorry, trust. I'm then going to pay 1 to play I Love You Most. If I'm at Rapunzel's location, I get a trust. And that's going to end my turn. Flip. Roll. You gotta be kidding me. Queen and King are going to get played to Rapunzel's location, forcing me to lose a trust. Rapunzel moves over. And I draw a card. I'm going to move over here. I'm going to spend 1 to play a crown here. I'm going to move the brush over. I'm going to fade and say 6, so I don't get faded on 6. I end my turn. Flip. Roll. Oh, thank you. At least I don't get faded. Moving Rapunzel over, so I lose my 1 trust. Draw my 1 card. I'm going to move over here. I'm going to collect 3 power. I'm going to discard 2 cards. I'm going to use this play action to let down your hair. If Rapunzel is at Rapunzel's tower, gain a trust. Otherwise, move Rapunzel up to 2 locations closer. So she moves to where I am. And I'm going to use this play action to pay 1 for Mother Knows Best. At the end of your turn, Rapunzel doesn't move. So that's going to end my turn. I'm going to turn 10. Look how much trust I have. Roll 2. No. No fate. Rapunzel would move, but I played the card. I'm going to draw 4 cards. I'm going to gain 2 power. I'm going to pay 1. for misdirection. Move Rapunzel one space closer to Corona. Gain a trust. And then going to move the brush over, allowing me to gain a trust. And that ends my turn. Flip, roll, no fate. Move Rapunzel over, draw a card. I'm going to move here. I'm going to collect 3. I'm going to spend 3. Move that over. Going to play a Stabbington Brother, which moves Rapunzel back to the tower. Going to spend 1 to play a Royal Guard to this location. When he moves, he can move an ally with him. I'm going to discard 2 cards from my hand and end my turn. Going to turn 12. Roll. 4. No fate. Draw 4. Move Rapunzel over. Here we go. Alright. I'm going to go here. I'm going to collect 2 power. I'm going to move the brush over and gain a power, or a trust. I'm at an all-time high. I'm at 3. Going to spend 1 power. I'm going to give the Stabbington Brother a knife. And I'm going to end my turn. Flip. Roll. 3. No fate. Draw a card. Rapunzel moves over. Going to move here. I'm going to fate and get rid of the number 1. I'm going to move the brush over to gain a trust. I'm going to pay 1 to play misdirection, moving Rapunzel over 1 towards Corona, gaining a trust. I'm then going to vanquish using the Stabbington Brother holding the knife. That gives me a lure if it's used to defeat Rapunzel. What am I at? Like, that was a great turn. And I'm only at 6. Okay. And that's going to end my turn. We flip. We're at 14. 3. No fate. Rapunzel gets moved over, covering half my power, but it's okay. I draw 1 card, up to 4. I'm just going to shuffle my discard pile. I need a bunch of cards out of here if I'm going to make this work in the next 5 turns. So how's everybody doing? Did anyone who plays Lorcana make it to any pre-releases? I went to a pack rush and a sealed, and I'm doing a draft this Sunday. Not technically a pre-release, because as of Friday, it's big box release. So everybody run to GameStop or your Target or Walmart. See what you get. All right. I'm going to move here. I'm going to collect 2 power. I'm going to move the brush over so I can gain a trust. I'll pay 2 to play. No, I'll pay 1 to play a Royal Guard. And that's going to end my turn. Flip. Turn 15. Roll. 6. No. So I either lose a trust or I lose a trust. Back to 6. Rapunzel moves over. I draw a card. Okay, I'm going to move here. I'm going to move the brush. I gain a trust. Back up to 7. I'll move that. I'm going to pay 3 to play the Stabbington Brother. Then going to vanquish. Sorry, I'm going to play the Stabbington Brother, which moves Rapunzel. I'm then going to vanquish the King and Queen. Just going to get rid of the Stabbington Brother, but also the crown. If I get rid of the crown, I gain a trust. I can update. And I have to end my turn. 16. Oh, 2. Rapunzel moves over. I draw a card. I'm going to play here. I'm going to collect. I think that was my power, but let's pretend it wasn't. I have 4 power. Okay. Okay. Just want to confirm. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I'm going to move the brush, putting me up to 9. I'm then going to pay 1 to play Let Your Hair Down. If Rapunzel's at Rapunzel's tower, gain a trust. If not, move Rapunzel up to 2 spaces closer to Rapunzel's tower. Okay? Everybody following? I'm going to pay another 1 to use the second play action. I'm going to play another Let Down Your Hair, gaining me a trust. I'm up to 10. I have to start my turn. I can't fate, so 1, 3, and 6 are all able to be used against me. We go to turn 17. 1, 3, and 6. 5. I win! On that note, I still do not like this board. As you can see, like even just playing by myself, I wasn't getting very much lore. I had, what, 1 card take a lore away from me? And I got faded, what, 4 times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 4 times. I'm sorry, 2 lore was taken from me. King and Queen and the floating lanterns. So anyways, if you guys want to like this board, leave likes. If you dislike this board, leave dislikes. I'm sure the algorithm doesn't mind either. But leave comments if you have any suggestions on how to play this board better. After that, we'll see you guys tonight for Villianous Wednesday's Lore Corner Short.